SustainaDay is a local planned event designed to raise awareness of the importance of sustainability and to inspire the community to adopt sustainable practices. Businesses and families will be encouraged to live sustainably through showcasing USC's progress on their sustainability agenda and interactive activities for guests to engage in. Sustainable living will be promoted through fun activities for kids and workshops for adults and businesses. SustainaDay will be hosted at the University of the Sunshine Coast on the grass area between buildings D and I. It will be held from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday the 21st of September 2019. The activities will be situated under marquees outlining the grassy area, and the center will offer seating via tables, chairs, and beanbags. The allotment will be located next to the lake across from the university accommodation. There is a need for an event like SustainaDay because climate change is becoming a more pressing issue and sustainable living is becoming more relevant to society. Climate change is predicted to significantly impact Australia's agricultural production, which will lead to serious economic consequences in the future. Adopting sustainable practices into everyday life and the workplace will ultimately preserve the environment and foster conservation. SustainaDay will offer fun activities such as Guess the Bin, Witch Water, Plant a Tree, and face painting. There will also be a sustainable living workshop for home and business, in addition to campus tours. Information tents will include USC's Sustainability Agenda, Sunshine Coast Council, Visit Sunshine Coast, and Veolia. Guess the Bin is an activity that teaches kids about USC's red, green, yellow, and blue communal waste recovery bins. If the kids have trash, they can come to the tent and guess which bin the trash is supposed to go in. If they guess right, then they receive a seed to plant at USC. If they guess wrong, staff will explain to them which bin the trash should go into and why. Witch Water is an activity where people taste two types of water and must guess which one is recycled water and which is tap water. After they guess, staff will explain how recycled water is made, where it comes from, and why it is better for the environment. If they guessed right, they will receive a seed to plant at USC. A new allotment of trees will be planted in a section of USC's compensatory habitat. Anyone who gets a seed may plant a tree there. At the allotment, staff will explain the purpose of planting the trees and how it will benefit the environment in the long term. There will be a tent offering green face painting for kids. They can be painted as different types of flowers, plants, fruits, vegetables, or as the earth. Targeted at families and businesses, Sustainable Living is a workshop that teaches tips and tricks for living more green. This workshop will cover how simple household items can be swapped for more sustainable objects that reduce waste, what businesses practice sustainable activities and how they can be supported, environmentally friendly ways to travel, what can be turned off in the house or in the workplace when not in use, gardening tips, and charitable green organizations to volunteer at and/or donate to. Aimed at businesses, SustainaDay will offer campus tours that explain the sustainable aspects of the university. This will cover USC's waste management plan, the installation of solar panels, and USC's goals to become completely sustainable. These are for anyone who wants to learn about sustainability in a large institution or business. There will be info tents situated under marquees at SustainaDay for the Sunshine Coast Council, Visit Sunshine Coast, Veolia, and USC's Sustainability Agenda. Attendees can visit these tents to learn about what else is happening on the Sunshine Coast in regards to sustainability. The ultimate mission of SustainaDay is to increase the awareness of the importance of sustainability and to leave people motivated to adopt more sustainable practices. The SMART objectives of SustainaDay are to bring at least 500 people from families and businesses together between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. on the September 21st to learn how sustainable practices can be implemented at home and in the workplace. This will be measured by the number of seeds distributed, the number of people on tours, the amount of people in workshops, the number of social media posts about the event by attendees, and by how many water tests were conducted. To plant at least 200 trees at USC's new allotment by the end of the event. This will be measured by counting how many trees were planted. To strengthen USC's brand as a sustainable and forward-thinking university by showing attendees what USC is doing to have a more positive impact on the environment. This will be measured by the number of people that visit the information tents and the number of people on campus tours. The target audience for this event is families and businesses consisting of males and females. This includes kids aged 5 to 12, parents aged 25 to 45, and business people aged 25 to 50, all living on or near the Sunshine Coast. This audience is motivated to take action against climate change, has some knowledge on environmental issues, has altruistic values, and appreciates the natural environment. The activities are designed to appeal to kids, while the tours and workshops are designed for parents and businesses to learn how they can adopt sustainable practices in everyday life and the workplace. Each attraction at the event is designed to be engaging and participatory, which will ideally draw in an audience. The popularity of the food will also draw attention, as many people may come to try their food. This event will benefit the target audience because they will ideally walk away being more educated on the importance of sustainability and knowledgeable about sustainable practices. Children best gather information through interactive and hands-on activities, so activities like Guess the Bin, Which Water, and Plant a Tree have been chosen to engage children at SustainaDay. If these activities are delivered effectively, it is likely that children will leave the event with a better understanding of the importance of sustainability. A network organizational structure is when one central group works with a number of other external parties to facilitate an event. As part of the strategic planning process, SustainaDay will be best delivered through the network organizational structure. The USC Marketing and External Engagement team will serve as the core group that organizes the event, and the other parties will be outsourced to help facilitate the event. Specific roles will be filled by food vendors, USC science students and staff volunteers, a signage provider, an event marquee and equipment provider, USC Security, the Sunshine Coast Council, Visit Sunshine Coast, and Veolia. In regards to the marketing screen, challenges may be a lack of media promotion, competing events on that same weekend, a lack of interest on social media, and kids may not resonate because the event is on a university campus. Strategies to combat these challenges include contacting local news about the event, using USC journalists to publish stories about the event, creating sponsored posts for Facebook and Instagram to reach a larger audience, and promoting the event as fun on posters around the university and in schools. For the operational screen, challenges could include volunteers not fulfilling the role or not showing up on the day, miscommunications with outsourced businesses, and security and event equipment being unavailable on the event date. Strategies include sending confirmation emails to all volunteers, incentivizing volunteers with merchandise, having a briefing before the event starts on the day to clarify roles, and booking security and event equipment a month before the event. Financial challenges could be a lack of sponsorship, unexpected costs, and mismanagement of cash flow requirements. Strategies include seeking sponsorship from the Sunshine Coast Council, Visit Sunshine Coast, Sunshine Coast Daily, and local sustainable businesses in exchange for advertising on the day and recognition on social media, and organizing these sponsorships at least 6 weeks prior to the event to ensure sufficient funds for booking outsourced businesses. The expected financial outcome is for the event equipment hire, security, venue, signage, seeds, recycled water, merchandise, and social media posts to cost a collective amount of $2,000. We look forward to seeing you on SustainaDay, where you, your family, or your business can learn how to live a more sustainable life.